Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all. We are currently breaking out of our symmetrical triangle here to the upside. So the bulls did come in and take this move all the way up towards our 11K area. What price targets are on our mind for the next couple of weeks or maybe through the rest of the month? We're going to take a look at this and see. We still have quite a bit left of October, and I think that it's going to be a pretty high volatility month for us too as well, leading on into the elections. And as things start to ramp up just a little bit to see what direction Bitcoin is going to be headed to. But this definitely leaves a pretty bullish taste in people's mouth right now as we are breaking out of our symmetrical triangle. So we're going to be looking at a few altcoin charts today too as well, and then kind of move on from there. So if that sounds interesting, go ahead and stick around and let's get started. All right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single Bitcoin analysis video that we make on this channel. And let's go ahead and get started on the charts here. So we're looking at the 21-hour. We're going to start to zoom in just a little bit more just to see what's going to happen here. So let's go into our 2-hour. Maybe we can find some trend line breaks too as well. Looks like here on the 2-hour we are getting a trend line break to the upside. We had this nice little M pattern here, and then we finally broke out of it too as well. So now that we're starting to see these W's kind of form on these smaller time frames, it's definitely looking like we still got some more potential to the upside as of right now. We're probably going to be pushing up a little bit higher for the weekend too, maybe as well. Let's keep on zooming out here, maybe move on into our 4-hour time frame and see what's kind of happening here. We are going to turn on our buy and sell indicators too as well. And if y'all are brand new to this channel, we use the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace alongside with the TI sequential by Tonebase and the market guide buy and sell signal. You can find links to those indicators in the description box below, but those are our paid for indicators that we use on this channel. And then everything else I think you can pretty much find in TradingView to be used as well. So clean symmetrical triangle break to the upside here. Looking at our 4-hour, it does kind of look like we are topping out just a tad bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do have some retracement. Looks like we are getting a 9 on the sequential. This is an imperfect 9, so this could lead to a little bit further upside, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have some retracement here in the next couple of hours or so leading on into the weekend. Looking here at the 6-hour, it looks like we have found another trend line here on our 6-hour too as well. So if we start to zoom out just a tad bit, we can see that this trend line stems back from all the way at the 12.5K area. But what we could possibly anticipate is maybe a retrace all the way back down to where our trend line did break, and then possibly have another leg up from there. So we're going to keep a close eye on this, but we definitely would probably want to see another break to the upside above this symmetrical triangle here, or this, this trend line that takes us all the way back to 12.5K. And then we're looking at maybe the 12K region as our next point of resistance to break through to as well. So if we start to continue to move up here, we're looking at 12K possibly for our next target. And then maybe break through from there too as well. That's definitely going to be a close call for us. You know, we've been getting rejected at this 12K region too as well. But we're going to see if the bulls have the momentum to kind of get us up through this area and maybe possibly past the 12K area too as well. But we're going to take it pretty much day by day and do our analysis from there on out. Let's go on into the 8-hour, see what's happening here. 8-hour trend line also wanting to break bullish to the upside here. So I did get word that stimulus check, there could be another stimulus plan in place. I think Trump, that he has approved of the next stimulus package, and now they're just fine-tuning the details on it. And then also Square's CEO Jack Dorsey also came in and bought, I believe, $50 million worth of Bitcoin to hold it on the Square app too as well, which is part of the Cash app, and definitely a nice way to dollar cost average into this market if you're interested. So we're looking here, we're seeing that the 20 12.5K area takes us to a trend line here on the 8-hour that is possibly ready to break. You can see a nice little W pattern forming here too as well, and ready to possibly break to that upside here in the near term future. So if we do come back up and retest this, we're going to want to see our money flow also kind of move up to the top side. You can see our VWAPs kind of moving sideways just a tad bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we come down here and find a little bit of retracement, maybe not quite a red dot yet, but maybe break through this area of resistance right at about 11, yeah, right at about the 11K area, and continue up from there, maybe trying to find that 12K, that next price target right at around 12K. You can see here on our 12-hour, this was our trend line that we had kind of drawn out originally, and we did break out of it. So that was definitely a clean break there. Looking at the 21-hour, let's see what we got here. 21-hour, you know, money flow was kind of rounding off just a tad bit, but we're going to have to wait to see if Bitcoin wants to continue up from here or not. It definitely looks like money is ready to come back into this market as of right now, which is going to probably lead to the next week or so probably to be very bullish too as well. Now I do want to turn back on our trend lines here, and then also get a kind of a clear, concise reading here. We do have the purple box here, and this was from a indicator called the Mercury retrograde indicator. So we'll kind of dive into that just here for a little bit longer before we go over our altcoin analysis too as well. But during Mercury retrograde, which starts on October 14th and ends November 3rd, right at the election date, usually we tend to see some major price movements in Bitcoin. So I'm gonna say probably going into next week, we might find that 12K area. And if we do find that 12K area leading right into October 14th, then maybe we'll see some more price volatility from there. Now, the fact that they are planning on releasing another stimulus package, this kind of makes me think that we'll have probably another leg to the upside here past the 12K area. Now, I'm thinking that if we push past 12K, we're definitely going to be looking at the 13, 14K area, and possibly even past that too as well. So definitely looking more like a bullish setup based on our Mercury retrograde indicator, which has in the past led to quite a bit of sell-offs and also some sideways movement. So I would imagine that during this period of time, going on into the end of October, that we're definitely going to see probably some either some sideways movement or a potential pump to the upside. It's probably going to be news related, if anything, and we're going to kind of have to go from there. You can see here on our daily time frame, we are getting a buy signal. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to, continue to move up here. Money flow is looking relatively thin, but as y'all know, when money flows thin, we're going to keep an eye on our blue momentum wave, and it does look like we are making a clear momentum wave to the upside. So I do believe that our direction is going to be made here too as well. You can see here on our 2-day, we've gotten these bullish divergences, and now we're pushing through our 0 pivot point with our momentum wave on the 2-day. So I wouldn't be surprised if we continue up here further too as well. Going on into the 3-day, a 3-day has given us a buy signal. I believe we were waiting for this buy signal, and we got it after our next candle confirmed here. And now we're starting to see our extended bullish count continue out with an extended bull count of 3 here too. So it's definitely looking like Bitcoin's got some moves higher left. The fact that we've broken out of this trend line here definitely leads us to continue up a little bit further too as well. So Bitcoin's definitely looking bullish going on into next week probably. Looking here at the 4-day too as well, we've gotten a green dot here on our 4-day. And we're probably going to just wait for our candles to close above this trend line break here too as well in the near term future. So that's definitely looking quite bullish. I would expect probably a green dot here on the 5-day too as well. 5-day money flow is starting to maybe make a tick to the upside here too as well. As you can see, starting to kind of ramp up there with our money flow indicator, finding some consolidation here on our 4-day too as well. So folks, that gives it for BTC. Definitely looks like we got some more upwards potential here in the near term future, probably going on into next week and this weekend. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get some retracement once we find maybe that upper 11K area or the 12K area. Definitely probably looking for some sell off there. Once we get into this Mercury retrograde box here at October 14th or 13th, we're definitely going to be looking for some pretty interesting price volatility. We could move sideways when we get into this box, but I'm definitely expecting something to happen once we get into this box too as well, and going on into that Mercury retrograde section of our charts. So let's go on into fiat currency, see what's happening with the DXY. As y'all know, if Bitcoin is pumping, then we're probably going to be looking for a downside with the DXY. As you can see here, we are seeing some sell-off. We did have our 4-hour candle or 4-hour time frame that was giving us a nice little M pattern here. This M pattern, and then obviously broke to the downside, led to a sell-off, and that led Bitcoin to start pumping. And as most of y'all know, the stimulus package does seem that it has been probably going to get passed, which would definitely lead to hyperinflation, would lead to more money printing, money printer going burr, and then obviously a devaluation in the dollar. So although we're waiting on that stimulus check or whatever, people are waiting on that, they have to realize that once they get this stimulus check, they need to learn a little bit more about how to invest this too as well. So folks, if y'all are just getting started inside of the crypto space, I would highly recommend that y'all check out our Path to Cryptocurrency course that is available. We are still running the early bird special that is going on right now. So once you join, you'll get access to our private Discord category on our Discord server. You can come in there and ask people questions about anything that you may have related to cryptocurrency. And if you scroll down on our Path to Cryptocurrency course, you can come down here and you can see all the modules and sections about cryptocurrency that you'll get through a lesson on our course here as well too. So make sure that y'all come check that out if y'all are interested. And if y'all are just getting started, we go over from how to sign up on exchanges, to how to dollar cost average, to how to earn interest on your crypto too as well. So definitely come over there and check that out if you are interested, or if you're just getting started in cryptocurrency. And then also we have our private trading group page. So our private trading group page is available. I have about 5 spots left for the 35% off special. So if you're interested in that, make sure you come over there and join us before our spots fill up. And then I'll probably wait a little while until we start to open it back up again. But it is available for you right now, 35% off special. You can come down here and see all the different perks and rewards that you'll get whenever you join us. Whenever you do join, make sure that you give me your Discord username. And when you join us, and I will give you access to our private category on the Discord server. So come over here, check it out, see how we're trading these markets, and then also learn a little bit more about the altcoins that we're getting into right now as well. If Bitcoin is out of your reach, I definitely highly recommend some of these altcoins that we are getting into, where we have made substantial gains on in the past couple of months too as well. So come over here, check that out. And then also we have our YouTube membership page that is available. If you want to join that, you can get access to all of our private videos that we post on our Discord or on our Patreon page as well. And then we're doing a $100 altcoin giveaway at 3,000 subs. So in order to qualify for that $100 giveaway in one of our favorite altcoins, make sure that you sign up for our newsletter too as well. And we are going to get started on, so the DXY obviously selling off here. Let's take a look at our daily and kind of go from there. We are getting our red dot rejection here, with the money flow also heading out of this market. So definitely looks like the DXY probably has a little bit more selling pressure, finding a break below the 21 EMA here too as well. Definitely some key areas of support have been broken to the downside here as well too. So it still looks like we have some selling pressure. Obviously, our momentum wave is breaking below our 0 pivot point too as well. So this looks like more than likely we're going to see probably our hard assets such as Bitcoin, gold, and silver continue to pump up as our DXY continues to sell off, and as talks of new stimulus package are being talked about and probably finalized within the hierarchy, right? So We did have a few altcoins that we wanted to review. People wanted to go over Tesla, so we'll go over Tesla here. Let's see. We'll go to traditional, and then we'll go to Tesla. So let's see what's happening with Tesla, folks. Tesla. We're looking at our daily. Let's go into our 4-hour and then go from there and see what's happening here too as well. So money flow starting to round off a little bit thinner here. But you know, I think we'll still have to kind of zoom out to see what might be happening here and see where our money might be coming out of. You know, things are still looking like money flow is kind of rounding off just a tad bit, so people may be unsure of where they want to put their money, if they want to put it in stocks, gold and silver. And I would imagine that the stock market's probably still going to have a nice substantial pump based on our news with the stimulus package too as well. I do believe that the stock market did perform pretty well. Let's see if we can find it here. The SPX is up, yeah, about 30%. So, or yeah, it's up almost about 1% change to the upside. So it's definitely looking like the stock market will be probably doing pretty well based on some of the stimulus package news too as well. And then if we see our green dot here, we can see our 12-hour money flow still kind of rounding off just a tad bit. Things are a little bit shaky. I would wait to see if we get a break below our 21 EMA here on some of these time frames. It still looks like we are holding pretty good support though, for the most part, just riding our 21 EMA to the upside as Tesla continues to act very, very bullish for us as of right now. And then if we start to zoom out even a little bit more, you can see that money has just been pumping into Tesla. So definitely looking like our 21 EMA is going to be major support for us if we do decide to retrace. But if not, then I would imagine that we'll continue to ride our 21 EMA up to the upside here. So if you are trading Tesla, you can probably look at the 21 EMA and kind of base your decision off of that, which are the Aldo. We use the Aldo indicators on this channel. You can find your indicators. You know, this is a private indicator. Basically, I tell my Patreon members how to set this up. I use this as its own Pine script code that I give you access to inside of the Patreon page. But basically, we can toggle on and off a bunch of different EMAs without the hassle of having all the EMA indicators on the screen. So let's take a look at our next thing. We wanted to take a look at Theta as an altcoin, so we'll take a look at that too as well. Theta has been, you know, definitely a coin to keep your eye on for the most part. No doubt about this at all. But let's see what's happening here. We'll start on the 4-hour and then kind of make our way up from there. Looks like here on the 4-hour, this is definitely something to take note of. We are seeing our rounded money flow off here, and then we are seeing a red dot potential, a break to the downside with our, you know, with our little M pattern here. Could definitely lead to a little bit more of a sell-off. We did have a blood diamond back here on our 4-hour too as well. You know, and then I would say that, you know, it definitely has some room to the downside. It could be topping out, but let's keep on zooming out here and see what's happening. We could find support at about the 53,000 Satoshi area or so, but I would wait for a clean trend line break on our 4-hour. If we have a trend line break to the downside on our 4-hour, you'll definitely probably be able to scoop this up a little bit cheaper. Looking for the 21 EMA to cross below our 100 as well too. And then that's more than likely going to, you know, lead to possibly a little bit of a sell-off here. Taking a look at our 8-hour, going from there, you can see how money's kind of just rounding off just a tad bit. But you know, we've still had a very nice movement to the upside here with Theta for the most part. I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye on that 4-hour time frame and see what's happening there if we do get a break below that trend line as well. But things are still just ramping up here with Theta, finding support on our 21 EMA on our daily too as well. If we break below our 21 EMA, then you know, definitely looking to probably scoop up a little bit more Theta for the long-term hold. And then continue to ride this up to the top side. You can see money is just steadily flowing into this market too as well, just like Tesla, clearly breaking above our 21 EMA. And you know, I'm still expecting a little bit of retracement, but we'll have to wait to see exactly how this is going to happen. There are some fundamental news with Tesla or with Theta as well that have been announced. So we'll keep a close eye on this. I'm definitely going to keep a close eye on the 4-hour time frame here. Now that I've seen these time frames and these trend lines that are forming here on our 4-hour, and then kind of go from there too as well. We'll take a look at YFI. People wanted us to look at YFI, and then we'll go ahead and send it off here. So we're going to look at YFI to BTC pairing and go from there. Our YFI to BTC pairing, you can see that we are seeing somewhat of a trend line, bullish trend line here that we need to break above, some resistance here too as well, right at about the $2 area or so. Or yeah, this is Wi-Fi to Binance with Bitcoin, so $2 area, 2 BTC area. I'm like, Wi-Fi was at 30,000. What am I saying? $2. So 2 BTC is looking like our resistance point up ahead of for Wi-Fi. If we are to get up there, you know, our 4 hours definitely telling us that money flow is probably ready to round back off and come back. Money is ready to come back into this market after our big correction and sell-off. With all of our DeFi projects, I wouldn't be surprised if we get another nice little pump to the upside here with our DeFi projects and start to rally back up again too as well. But other than that, we can kind of see that we don't have a lot of data on this chart, but you could probably keep a close eye on maybe the 4-hour time frame or the 6-hour time frame. As you can see that money flow is still in the red, but we are seeing momentum wave to the upside here, and then we'll just have to wait to see what happens. We'll probably get maybe some resistance once we get up into this green trend line, but then if we start to see our money flow also back us up, that'll be our rocket fuel to possibly break through this barrier and push us back through that trend line resistance, right? So that's for Wi-Fi, folks. And then I think that's pretty much about it. If y'all are interested, folks, we do have our trading group page that is available. If not, just join us in the Discord server. It is available to the public. Once you join, you'll just be asked to click a green checkbox and abide by the community rules and guidelines whenever you join our Discord server. And then you can come in there and ask us a bunch of questions. And we have our announcements page on Telegram. This is where I ask you what charts that you would like for me to review, and I post a poll in there, and then you can come in there and vote too as well. So definitely check out the Telegram channel if you're interested, so that way you can come vote on what altcoins you want me to review next. Then also, folks, if y'all are interested in earning some passive income, we have the Brave browser available, which allows you to click ads in the bottom right hand corner and earn BAT token on every ad that you click right here. So they will pay you out monthly, but it's a nice way to earn some crypto while you're browsing the web. And then also CryptoTab browser allows you to mine Bitcoin straight from your laptop or straight from your browser as well. Without having to set up ASIC miners, ANT miners, all that jazz. You can come over here, download CryptoTab browser, links in the description box below. I would appreciate if y'all use those links. That would help the channel out tremendously. But you can just get the CryptoTab browser started up, and then you'll have it running in the background of your PC, mining Bitcoin for you. So I just did my cash out the other day of this. I've been mining and using the CryptoTab browser for a couple of months, you know, and I made some decent amount, but I use it on 2 other laptops that I just have running in the background too as well. And they are just sitting there mining Bitcoin for me. So super convenient way without the hassle of setting up ASIC miners or ANT miners. So I would highly recommend that. Check it out if y'all are interested, folks. And with that being said, we're looking for BTC to break bullish above some of these trend lines. We're going to see what happens when we get to October 14th through November 3rd, headed into the elections. And we're going to maybe see what's going to happen from there on out. So get ready, folks. Stay prepared. I'll see y'all in the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.